Hey, so in this video, I'm going to show you a deep breathing exercise that I use to help to speed my recovery, to help to have a healthy blood pressure, and then just to help to increase calm overall, especially whenever the day has gone whatever kind of way. Now, and let me say this too. You're going to hear some stuff around. I have kids who make a lot of noise, so just forgive me for that. But anyhow, deep breathing is something that I have been, I've studied about, that I've used from time to time over many years now. And the reason why is because I am convinced that we, in our very busy, unhealthy society, we learn how to breathe wrong. We don't even realize it. We learn to breathe from our chests rather than from our diaphragm, like our belly. And that tends to be because we are in all these kind of situations where we're unknowingly holding our breath or just breathing more shallow. So we train ourselves to do that. What happens is that means that we're getting less oxygen into our bloodstream, which means less oxygen into our body. That means that, when you breathe shallow, it increases your likelihood of increasing your blood pressure as well, because you breathe faster, and that actually has an effect on your heart rate, and your body's trying harder to get oxygen through your body. And so my goal is to use deep breathing, and I've done it consistently at times. I'm needing to get back into it now, but my goal is to do at least 5 minutes of deep breathing every day as a pause to, like I say, facilitate recovery, encourage healthy blood pressure, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do. Okay. So first of all, I'm here in my office, I'm sitting down. I kind of have my back against my shelf here, and my goal also is to not be, clenching or anything like that. Just make sure as much as I can that my body is relaxed. My goal is to not really set my mind on anything. If thoughts come, I just kind of dismiss them. But my focus is on my breathing. Now, this is the technique I use. So this is kind of modeled after what they call I think it's called the 4-3-4-8 breathing technique. I can't remember. It's something like that. But anyhow, you inhale for 3 or 4 seconds, hold for a moment, and then try to exhale at least twice as long as you inhaled. Okay. And then you're not necessarily in a rush to breathe again. Okay. So this is how it looks. All right. So, after I've kind of gotten settled, and I usually start the timer for 5 minutes, I inhale through my nose, hold for a moment, and I exhale as long as I can through pursed lips. And like I said, once I've exhaled, now you're not trying to blow as hard as you can. You are breathing, but once the breath gets out, you just kind of like let it get out, and then you just kind of sit there for a bit. Just for a couple of moments. Now, I don't wait until I'm burning to breathe again, but, I just give it probably about, I try to give it about as long as it took to exhale. So 7 or 8 seconds, and then I go back to the inhale. So I'm going to do a couple of cycles so you can kind of see what it looks like. Like I say, I typically start a timer, and then I go like so. Now, typically I will close my eyes because I believe it's important when you're breathing deeply, in my opinion, to close my mind from other stimuli so I can focus on my breathing. Okay. And again, what's happening is whenever you breathe that deeply, you're getting more oxygen into your body, and more oxygen, especially in a culture where we learn to breathe so shallow and we're not as oxygenated, it can only do you good. And so it helps you to be more calm. It immediately slows your heart rate. And I've read studies that show that when you do this consistently, meaning every day, then you can see reductions in your blood pressure. There's even a device apparently called Respirate that people will prescribe to people that guides them through deep breathing, and over time it helps them to lower their blood pressure more permanently. So that's pretty cool. So anyhow, I want to encourage you, if you are somebody who is over 40, you're on your journey, maybe you are, you're very busy, and then you also want to help facilitate recovery in your body. Try deep breathing. I think it's something that anybody who's over 40, my age group, can use to help your more mature body to recover better. Now, I'm going to link to a video that you can use. I made a deep breathing exercise, kind of audio cued, that you can use to guide through a 5-minute deep breathing routine. Make sure you click that and use that to help you on your own journey to facilitate better recovery. Thank you for watching.